GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Jensen and Nicholson Paints. Whenever you see color, think of us.
Gooey, a vernacular edutech brand, skilling everyone everywhere.
Everyone stopped me from doing it. Everyone thought it was like suicide, harakiri for me to, do the kind of film jisme makeup nahi lagega. What is this? Your commercial career will get affected and you can't do these immoral characters or, dark characters. Even if I say it's important, it's not necessary that you will be blessed with secure co-actors. That is true. आप कैसे बता सकते हो कि आपका रोल बाद में reduce नहीं होगा? नहीं मतलब then I will not say yes to that only ना?
Yeah.
Call the shots. I can't call the shots and tell the scriptwriter कि आप ऐसे लिखो.
My first film, Wednesday, we were talking about it. I mean, nobody wanted Nasir Bhai and Anupam ji in that film. No one. And it's only when we I remember UTV came on the second week of the shoot, came on board on this. Till then, they were not relenting to the fact that, okay, two older people in the cast, how will this work?
You were saying that Ajay is one of the most secure actors. It is completely true. And I think that's why people enjoy working with him so much.
When can we see you doing a film with Shah Rukh Khan? How many people have asked you this? There never movies offered to both of you together, like lost chances maybe?
They were. I'm sure. I know what I have refused, and I'm sure he is also refused a few. So, ऐसा कुछ हुआ नहीं कि our paths crossed.
Well, no amount of praise or interviews can actually do justice to the amount of artistry she brings to the table as an artist. Be it her genuine bonds with people who she meets, her giggle, which is infectious, or the roles that she takes up. She is the voice and face of relevance today. And joining her is a director who's also the voice and face of relevance today, making some hard-hitting, gritty dramas, but this time a romantic film. Well, thank you so much, Tabu ma'am and Neeraj sir, for joining us on Galatta India. And it is a stark difference from whatever we have seen both of you doing in the last 2, 3, 5 years. Okay, I remember this interview which we had done after the trailer launch of Fitur, where you said that I am doing such strong roles, people think that I don't laugh at all. But your giggle is, I think, it's infectious. Sometimes it's a compliment when somebody tells you that if you are there in a film, then there is something that people can expect. How do you take that compliment from the audience after so many years, actually? The same thing.
It's very good to have that kind of reputation. It also pushes me to keep up that, but also not take it so seriously that it starts dictating my choices in a negative manner. I don't want that thing to stop me either, but I think it's a great thing to hear.
Why such a stark change from what we usually see you doing? Was this a thing that you've been planning for so many years?
Well, you don't want to repeat yourself, right? I mean, and that's the idea why we did a MS Dhoni.
Absolutely.
After a con film, a espionage story, you want to do a sports film. You want to push yourself if you're good enough for other genres as well or not. Love story, I was waiting for a story in the first place. When it happened, and now we are coming out on the 5th of July.
Love story. How much have you missed a love story? Because even in crew, everybody's talking about the chemistry that you had with Kapil Sharma in the scenes that you guys have had, right? How much have you missed? Because you and Ajay sir have done so many movies, but this is a love story after so many years for both of you also.
So Kapil is not taken the place?
No. No. That is iconic. You can't really, you can't touch that.
Kidding. So, have I missed?
Yeah, have you missed doing a love story?
I don't like to define, and I don't think there is really such strong definitions कि love story है, action film है, ये है, for an actor especially. As long as I'm getting to, play a range of emotions. Absolutely. And have a fantastic journey of the character and go to set and really be able to express beautifully and collaborate with my team, तो वो मेरे लिए काफ़ी होता है I mean वो ही ज़रूरी है मेरे लिए. But of course it's always beautiful to do romance and to romance in life also, and also on screen if that can, you know, travel to your professional life, because I think it's the most beautiful part of being human, you know, intimacy, emotional intimacy. And I really like to experience that on screen, off screen, and I really like to be able to express it.
But have you ever been in a position where in the beginning maybe you really felt that a film is good, and then trade pundits completely like said that it may not work, and it eventually worked out well for you?
Yeah, my first film, Wednesday, we were talking about it. I mean, nobody wanted Nasir Bhai and Anupam ji in that film. No one. And it's only when we I remember UTV came on the second week of the shoot, came on board on this. Till then, they were not relenting to the fact that, okay, two older people in the cast, how will this work? This film has got no music. Plus, ऊपर से there's a first time director. तो मतलब बर्बादी के सारे जो signs हैं वो इसी में है.
Wasn't it also remade in Tamil?
It was remade in Tamil, and Telugu
also,
yeah,
correct.
and then in Hollywood.
Oh, wow. See.
Oh.
Yeah, with Sir Ben Kingsley. Yeah.
Whoa.
But how did you convince them? Was it difficult for you?
No, what we did was me and my partner, we just raised money from the market to start the film, because we thought that what are the odds? I mean, if we go wrong, we'll go wrong once, but at least we get to know that we are doing it wrong, right?
That's true.
So, I mean, that's how we went about it.
But Tabu ma'am, जब आपने ये शुरुआती दौर में किया, जब कोई उतने लोग नहीं कर रहे थे, you know, there was only one Shabana Azmi who was doing it, and then of course you're related, but you also did it in your own space. How many people actually deterred you? Like he said, that there were so many people who didn't believe in what he was trying to make until it became like what it became. Before the results came out, how many people actually stopped you? Because you were also the face of many commercial films, and you balanced it out. But when you started doing these films,
everyone stopped me from doing it. Everyone thought it was like suicide, harakiri for me to, you know, do the kind of film जिसमें makeup नहीं लगेगा. What is this? You know, your commercial career will get affected, and you can't do these immoral characters or, you know, dark characters and all that. And like you said, especially when you belong to, you know, commercially successful movies, and then suddenly you want to take this. So there, but I never listened to all that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have been able to do, because when people stopped me from doing that, I really found a lot of value in trying to explore that, you know. Because also my sensibility was not the typical film sensibility, and I was not coming from those kind of rules and regulations that the normal film, the people who grew up in cinema or who have a very, like, you know, like a militant way of looking at cinema and career choices. I did not have that.
Yeah.
Fortunately or unfortunately, I don't know. So I think that really helped me in finding my own voice and carving my own path and doing stuff that, okay, so what if, you know, the typical Hindi film heroine has not been dark before, or she hasn't been, you know, there is no space for her to show her dark side or lust or whatever.
Yeah.
Bolo. So, but I found just that, exactly that very interesting about my work.
But when you talk about Ajay sir, I think he's one of the most secure actors, especially in a movie like this, or any movie that you have done with him, which have been in different spaces. Even in the last few years, whatever movie you've done with him have all been in different spaces, and both of you are like that. How important is it for an actor like you to have a secure co-star? And there must have been moments where you've also worked with people who were insecure of your talent. How did you deal and get out of that situation?
Even if I say it's important, it's not necessary that you will be blessed with secure co-actors.
That is true.
You have to make do with whatever you get.
That's true.
Yeah. So, yeah.
But how important is it? Like, how have you been in a situation today? You're in a position where you can call the shots. But
in what way?
No. I think
what?
I think
Neeraj, start camera. Actually.
See, I'll tell you the difference. You have the power to call the shots,
In
but
which
because
area?
you're secure,
No,
you're a
in which
secure person,
area?
you will never do it to another person.
No, but in which area can I call the shots? You have to be specific. How call
At
the shots in
work,
which
that
way?
if you don't like something, you can say, I will not be comfortable doing this, or I'm not comfortable with my role being reduced to this. If it's reduced, then I'll not do it.
यार आप कैसे बता सकते हो कि आपका रोल बाद में reduce नहीं होगा? नहीं मतलब then I will not say yes to that only ना.
Yeah.
Call the shots. I can't call the shots and tell the script writer कि आप ऐसे लिखो. मेरे
हाँ.
पास स्क्रिप्ट आई है, मुझे अच्छी लगेगी तो मैं करूंगी, मुझे अगर नहीं अच्छी लगेगी तो मैं नहीं करूंगी. But I'm not going to tell them to, you know, now अभी ऐसा एक सीन लिखो मेरे लिए, एक एक्शन सीक्वेंस डालो. Those are not the
No,
shots
I didn't
that
mean it that way.
हाँ, then
I meant that there are many people who use their power to call the shots and reduce other people's roles because they're insecure. Even though you are in that position, you would never do that because you're a secure person. But have you
This
been
is like a hypothesis of a
Ah, really?
But it is the truth. It is the reality of life. That
Maybe I'm in this position because I am not like that.
yeah. But you must have been in positions where you have faced the other side, like where you worked with insecure actors. How did you come out of it? Was it difficult to finish the movie and then?
कम आउट का क्या है यार? देखो, जब आप एक काम लेते हो तो आपको खत्म तो करना ही है. आप उसको खुशी से करो. आपका एक्सपीरियंस अच्छा हुआ है, बुरा हुआ है, it gets completed on its own. That's your commitment to the project.
Yeah.
Now, how you have dealt with it emotionally and how it has affected other parts, other areas of your life, वो तो यार, you are going to meet all kinds of people. You know, really. So, and so many I must have met in my life, good, bad, ugly, सब देखना ही पड़ता है. So I look at it like that. But I mean, ideally, it would be great if we had a great atmosphere on set. But yeah, I also feel that insecurity is a very, very primal human emotion. You know, it's a.
But when you talk about Ajay sir, in many interviews you said that you're single because of Ajay sir and your cousin.
Hey, please come on, that's a very old thing now.
Tell me something, did they really used to spy on
No,
you?
having said, no, अभी security
वो तो
के बारे में, हाँ, I must say, like you were saying that Ajay is one of the most secure actors. It is completely true. And I think that's why people enjoy working with him so much. And I think that's why he's been able to make those choices, that I could also do those films, and that's why it became what it became.
No, there's a lot of goodwill. That's why.
Yeah.
That's why. Because
Yeah.
even Jyotika ma'am, she did Shaitan and she said that, you know, it wouldn't have been possible if
Yes.
it wasn't Ajay sir, because
I agree,
many people in his position wouldn't allow the other people to like do what they did in the movie. But coming to that, is it true that they used to spy on you? What?
It's a long story. Now you talk
No,
about this.
I want to know
Yeah,
this.
next time.
No, तब तो अजय सर के साथ अभी दे दे प्यार दे के टाइम की बात हो जाएगी.
Next interview.
पक्का.
Yeah.
A lot of your co-stars actually share great chemistry with you. But there's one actor, I have always said this in interviews, I'm going to continue with that because it's a romantic film. When can we see you doing a film with Shah Rukh Khan? How many people have asked you this? There's only that one little scene in Satya that we get to see. I want to ask you, what stopped both of you from doing a romantic film together?
I am not a producer. I am not a director. I'm not a scriptwriter. I'm really not dictating who Shah Rukh Khan works with. Okay. And which films are going to be made and which film is going to be offered to me next. I can only say yes or no from what is offered to me. Okay? Answer?
No, but I still want to know, there never movies offered to both of you together? Like lost chances maybe?
They were. I'm sure. I mean, I know what I have refused, and I'm sure he is also refused a few. So, ऐसा कुछ हुआ नहीं कि, you know, our paths crossed. So, yeah.
Can I tell you this before I end? Now, because I said this
But I agree that, having, you know, I must respect the fact that a lot of people, a lot of audiences of, I mean, people who follow me want to see me and Shah Rukh together. I would not discount that.
Hopefully. But to many more movies, many more successes, and to keep breaking the norms to both of you actually, as a filmmaker, as an artist, because that will actually give more power to those who really want to, but they don't have those people to believe in their voices. Hopefully,
Thank
someday.
you. Thank you so
But
much.
thank you so much for
Thank you.
doing this. Thank you.
GT Holidays, South India's #1 travel brand.
Jensen and Nicholson Paints. Whenever you see color, think of us.
Gooey, a vernacular edutech brand, skilling everyone everywhere.